Hey Pisces Seeker, welcome back to the Existential Shift. Happy birthday. This will be your birthday March Tarot-scope. This month's, last month, depending on when you're watching this, February read was off the charts real. It was very unique, so if you haven't watched it, I recommend to go back and watch it. And also, I'm recording this on the 17th. This is still February, in the midst of the energies. If you're watching this right now, I always recommend to, watch your current reads because this is the peak of the energies. And even after effect, going back and making the connections is super helpful. Great, that was fast. Prince of Chalices, Prince of Cups. This is the Golden Dawn Tarot, so it's slightly different. It's still cool. So here you are, Pisces. Led by an eagle. But see how he's looking at the snake that he's holding? So the eagle, that's our drive, our driving force, literally in this case. It's driving his carriage, and it's also coming from his legs. So from his inner aspect of his expression, right, of his active force of life. So your instincts, your drive, your power, your action is straightforward. You really want to prove yourself. You really want to move forward. You really want to go. But your mind, your head is constantly looking at the snake, which is the intellect. Okay, it's like I'm feeling it like, I was about to say one step forward, two step back, but I'm thinking more, this eagle is faster than, I think it's a hawk actually. The hawk is faster than the snake. I think it's two step forward, one step back, which is okay. It's an okay dance, right? It's still progress. You're still trying to make sure that your instincts are correct. Now the snake, it's not just the intellect, it's also our instincts, but it's more, it has an added wisdom aspect to it. Very primal energy going on here, Pisces, with you guys. You're like taking the lead in a very primal. It's hard to explain. It's like none of it is going on underwater. The fish is out of the water. The fish is in the sky. Fish is flying. And these are two predators, that the fish naturally is supposed to fear. Now these predators are leading the fish. So I'm thinking, I feel like that which used to scare you, you found a way to transmute it into inspiration and drive. It's like if once you were threatened by certain competition, now you're inspired by it and you're driven by it. It's an opportunity to prove myself. Like something kind of changed in your attitude. It's like it's like the fish turned shark. I really like this energy for you guys because even though it's still, he's the water. Yeah, he's Prince of Cups, great. But the water here feel much more in control, and you're not hiding anymore, Pisces. You're like, my nature is beautiful kind of thing. It's so beautiful that I think I'm gonna really, really strengthen it and really water and feed it, because I want this fishy in me to become a shark. I want the lizard to become a cobra. And you're doing that with ease. It's like it's a non-apologetic, in your zone kind of thing. I really like this, Pisces. I know it's just one card, but intuitively I got all that. He also has wings here. When fish can fly, right? This fish is challenging the laws of nature and is flying. Okay. birthday girl, boy, birthday boy. I'm after you. You got it. I'm cheering. Happy birthday to my Pisces grandfather. Happy birthday to my Pisces grandmother. Yeah, all my family is like water. I have tons of Scorpios, Pisces, Cancers, and Aquariums. Okay, let's keep going for Pisces. I really like the energy that we're coming in with into March. Nice. Princess of Pentacles, aka Page of Pentacles. Okay. So we are a driving force for our primal existence, but we are practical about it and doing it in an organized fashion way. One thing at a time. Like, it's under control. You're not like flying where you no longer have oxygen. You're like you're taming yourself and tempering yourself, and you're and it's like, I feel you guys are watching someone slightly from afar. You're kind of more of a romantic spirit, and they're more like of a warrior type. I don't want to say warrior, but maybe like more like 3D practical affairs. They're in the earth element, right? You come from the water and the air, and they're like deep in the earth element, and you're observing them, and you're finding them to be almost muse-like. And the Eight of Pentacles, and here's the snake again. The Eight of Pentacles in this deck is quite interesting and somewhat different than other decks. So, I feel like someone might be really passionate about someone, and that person that is, that the other one is being passionate about them, there might be a little bit timid from it. Maybe it's coming off a little too much, too strong, too fast kind of thing. Because they're like, I feel like someone is really, in their work, in their practicality, in their finances, in their daily living, they're really, really working on stabilizing themselves and progressing with their tangible existence. And then something surprising comes, like, hey, I like you, or hey, you want to go out, and it may not be too strong, too fast, as much as just this individual kind of, they weren't expecting it, or they're not used to it, that kind of gesture. So they're finding it a bit, whoa. So what now? Where'd you come from? Let's see how this turns out. Oh, Three of Pentacles. Okay. Someone is working really hard to prove themselves. Like, they're really in the zone of building their empire, building their finances, building up their credit, building up their health, their routine. And then comes this guy with all this romantic gestures, and they're like, what? Sorry, how'd you say your name was? Now, this is not to shade the person with the romantic gestures. Quite the opposite. He seems awesome, but it takes the other person so much by surprise. You guys might not even know what I'm talking about. right? You might not, it may not have even happened, but if it has, because time is, it's amorphic when it comes to these readings, so let me know. Such an interesting, bizarre reading. Wait, I want to see more into this. Okay, let's keep going. Show me more for Pisces. It's like February read is so amorphic and esoteric and spiritual and energetic and like past lifetime reincarnations, your soul path. And then this reading is like, what you doing today? Happy birthday. Okay. Let's keep going for Pisces. We'll see the cards, don't worry. I'll tilt the camera after I have all the cards on the table. And we'll look at them. All right. More for Pisces for March. Okay. And then we have this pretty brutal / violent Six of Swords. She's holding, she just cut off someone's head and it's on a plate. Okay. All right, Pisces, what are you doing? Pisces, what are you doing? Okay. Wait, I have 3 more cards on the table. Let's see. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, and Ace of Swords. So we go from Princess of Pentacles to Queen of Pentacles. But then we have a major breakthrough, cutting through the mechanism of the mind and the mechanism of denial. Okay, so here it goes. Someone has went through hell and back and had to, I'm sensing a strong female energy, but take it as it resonates with your because these are general readings, so you can flip the characters. So I'm sensing a female energy that went through hell and back and had to really put someone in their place. This is the girl who cut off someone's head. But I'm feeling like he earned it. Someone's really earned it. So this individual has went to, okay, I can't handle this emotional BS, excuse my language. I'm going to shut it off in my head. I'm going to shut my heart, I don't want to think about it. And now just working, just focusing on myself, my health, my work, my life, which is, don't get me wrong, it's great. And it's really working for this individual. They went from Princess of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm sensing this is a process that has begun somewhere around September of 2018. So this could have been like a 6 months journey of someone really rebuilding themselves, herself, I feel like. I'm getting someone that was literally pushed to, like, cornered, forced to do something pretty harsh in order to detach from a situation. And then from then on, during the past few months, they've been just working, really working. Could be literally like their job, but also on like their home, right? Their job, their career, their health, their nutrition, their body, and all the feels kind of went into the back of their mind. It's like, I can't feel this too much. I just don't want to feel. I don't want to feel good. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel anything. Well, inevitably, when you shut down one door, it's the same door. If you shut down the door for pain, you shut down the door for happiness. If you shut down the door for getting hurt, you shut down the door to love and be loved, because it's the emotional door, right? It's the feels. You don't get to choose. I'm only feeling happiness but not feeling pain. If you refuse to feel pain, you refuse to feel everything else. It shuts you down. But now with this Ace of Swords, I feel like around March, there's this really sharp awakening of the mind towards, okay, we've done ABC, this person, we've done ABC, we've worked on all that, we've established that, we've healed this, fixed that. Now I can handle it. Now I have room. It's like someone is suddenly wanting to break through that mechanism that served them for a good amount of months because they needed it. And I don't know if it's a communication that is coming in, maybe from this Prince of Cups. I don't know. It's if it's like an inner realization or awakening, an inspiration. Like I'm getting. How do I word this? I'm sorry. I'm trying to word it in a way that. So they're both sitting, right? And this one has her own primal instincts. And this one has the outsized universal primal instincts. And it's like she went through from having something really close with her to having something amorphic and distant from her. So it was around kind of guiding her energy, but her eyes is wide shut. It's like and from there this comes. The Ace of Swords. How do I explain what I'm getting here? I feel like there's a I forget the chemical word for a submerge, a merging, a submerge or merge of two different entities that existed in one character. Like that character ranged between being very amorphic and esoteric and closing her eyes and being guided by the moon and by the, and by the outside forces and kind of shutting her own needs and her own mind. And then there was another aspect of her or him that was very much in the world, in the 3D, in the practical and survival, like very primal, right? And it was always like this, either this or that, here or there. And I feel like whatever this person went through in the past few months that has made them completely detached of every single aspect of themselves other than rebuilt. It's like you can only build something when everything collapses, right? So this individual collapsed on the inside. And all their fears and dreams and delusions and past lifetimes and weird battles and pains kind of emerged up. And then there was this alchemical process where it created such a shock. Something has made such a shock in this individual that there was no longer, the Gemini dual kind of, I'm this or I'm that. It was just like both characteristics within the same person just collapsed. And then there was this puddle of mayhem and of matter, and it just kind of submerged. And at first it felt really, really awkward. But then little by little, it started to shape itself into like one entity. And I feel like now it's really emerging into the intellect. Like now this individual is realizing that they are this new person that isn't completely new, but it's just emerging a combination of different aspects of them that weren't operating like together. They weren't balanced. They were either Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of thing, but not necessarily in like a bipolar. Just, sometimes we are born, sometimes we're born a clean slate, unless you count past lifetime and karma. But we're born babies, sweet little cute babies, and we just want love, and we want to be loved, and we have our, what our soul desires, and then life happens, right? And then trauma happens, and then all kinds of event happens, and then we build walls and mechanisms, and we create an alter ego, especially for highly empaths or highly sensitive. The most sensitive people are the toughest, yeah, because they're the ones who had to build this really strong defense mechanism to protect their soft shell, like cancers, right? And I feel like Cancer might relate with this generally. And then there's this two entities. This one comes out when it's only when it's safe and easy and protected and trusting, and they're trusting in their environment. And this one comes out like in all the others. And here I feel like it's just one sense of self that is both sharp and accurate and sensitive and amorphic. And it's just, and it makes sense now. It works now. It's not awkward. It's not either this or that. It's not jumping from one energy to the other. I feel like the two fish are becoming one shark. Right? Your symbol is two fishy. The yin and yang. Feminine and the masculine. The morphic and spiritual versus the emotional and psychological. Okay, you can go on and on. It's like the two fishes are becoming one, but not one fish, one shark. Like one that is bigger than the two. It's like you gave, like the two fishes and you gave birth to a new you. If that makes any sense. Please comment, guys. Tell me if you understand, if it resonates. Okay, that was cool. Two more cards for March, please. What happens after we're the Ace of Swords? Thank you. Ten of Swords. Ha, ha. Ooh. Okay, like a machete? You're gonna take this sword, this shark that is you now, and you're gonna charge. You're gonna charge. You're gonna bite. You're gonna impose some destruction that was well earned, perhaps. I see you guys literally destroying high judgment. You guys are literally destroying everything in your mechanism that hasn't been working out. You are spitting out leftovers of karma. And look how scared she is from the snake here. And look how she's flying when the snake is around her. And this all started with this Prince of Cups coming with this like little snaky. This might be a love situation that someone comes and kind of really inspires you to wake up, to awaken to the shark in you. This might be you doing it for someone else. This might be something that you read, something that you started learning, a realization, a dream, something that someone says. Let's let March kind of unveil. Tell me, come back to this reading like mid/end of March and see how. But damn, like the judgment, it's like the judgment. Yeah, it's revival of an old relationship. Okay, that's the superficial aspect of the card. The judgment is exactly what I said about the two fish becoming a shark. It's just the meaning of the card. It's when all our aspects, where all our characteristics, when all our abilities, talents, aspects of our soul, not just from this lifetime but from past lifetimes, are finding communication between themselves and balance, and like we're re-emerging as a new self. Okay, and it happens after a process of of rebirth, like from complete destruction to complete rebirth. I want to show this to you. You have proven yourself to be a no bullshit type of person. Like, you've really cut someone's head off. Like, and it worked. It was traumatic. It was really harsh and like needed. You were cornered. I'm not blaming you. Or you're about to do something like that. I don't know. Serve their head on a plate kind of thing. Everything, someone there, this might not relate with all of you, but some of you for sure. Keep in mind, guys, these are general readings, so you're more than welcome to watch your other placements for a wholesome, POV. Like, it can't reach everybody, and of course, for your own specific situation, underneath in the information box, you can book a private reading with me. There's all kinds of options. There's half an hour, there's an hour, so, and then we can really discuss your specific situation. So keep that in mind, okay, guys? This is for sometimes thousands of people who are watching. So, but I hope this inspires you. Yeah. So I started saying that someone here is really destroying their old world and their own paradigms, and it's like the difference between someone whom in the past would always move into sublets that were furnished, and now someone's like moving to their own empty apartment where they need to furnish it and choose the little thing, from curtains to paintings to the colors to everything, to what kind of plate. And it's like, wait, what do I like? I never, who am I really? I was always like fishies in the sea that was furnished, and now I'm like a shark in a new ocean in space or something, and I need to set up the ocean. It's kind of like that. And there's an element of taking the things within you that you used to either shame yourself for, not admit within yourself, hide from others, not necessarily wear out on your sleeve. Now it's like you're like done with that. There's like shameless, a shameless shark. I'm going to name this video a shameless shark. And it's gorgeous. I mean, look at the colors here. Look how beautiful this is. And everyone is aligned. Everyone is like, yes, Pisces, yes. Yeah, okay. All right, okay. Okay, that's amazing. So I'm going to show you your extended. Just a little bit of this. Okay. So we're going to keep this in the extended. Link below. In the information box, you have the extended for March. You have the extended for 2019. I called it Mistress of Magic, where I kind of dissect the year by each month with the After Tarot, Celtic Tarot, runes, I Ching, and Akashic Records. So it's pretty dope. And you'll find how to book a private reading with me. And of course, this extended right here. So what we're going to do, I have here 10 is 1. Yeah. 20, Judgment is 20. 20 is 2. So I have 2 2s and 2 1s. So I'm going to start with addressing the numeric aspect of this reading. I have 2 1 1 2, and I'm going to take it as a code. So we're going to start with that. Then I'm going to do a new shuffle of a Celtic cross, and then I'm going to finish up with runes, with 3 runes as a reading for you guys for March. Okay, thank you, Pisces, for being inspiring as usual. This was great. Please comment your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed and joined my Existential Shift tribe of seekers, this is your opportunity. I love you mucho. Have a very, very happy birthday. And if I don't see you in the extended, then I will see you in April. I'll see you in April anyway. Okay. Bye for now.